I'd like to welcome everyone to our class of 2020-2021 Canisius College special ceremony graduation.
I was just gonna say, you wouldn't see that at the college.
Hello, my name is Christian Cavalieri, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for the evening. First, I'd like to call to our stage Mr. Joseph Lucenti, former principal at Akron High School, and also Canisius alumni, for the invocation.
Thank you. Please join me as we bow our heads in thanksgiving. Heavenly Lord, we stand before you with grateful hearts as we celebrate what are truly gifts you have bestowed on all of us. We thank you for the gifts of these young women, for the joy they have brought to all of us. We thank you for the gifts you have given them: intelligence, imagination, creativity, and inspiration, which they have combined with persistence, hard work, sacrifice, and determination. We thank you for the families, moms and dads, brothers and sisters, who from the time they were born were loved and taught the most important lesson in life, the lesson of unconditional love. We thank you for their friends and neighbors, the laughter and the tears that were shared, the distractions provided when they needed a break, the encouragement provided when times got tough. We even thank you for the adversity they faced: unreasonable professors, insane expectations of time and work, and even a pandemic that deprived them of the experience that we finally celebrate today. We thank you because adversity made them stronger, more confident that not only could they succeed in life's challenges, but that they could excel. Even in the darkness and isolation of a pandemic, we all learned the most important things in life were not the things we wanted, but those we needed. Or as Mick Jagger from my generation sang with the Stones so many years ago, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometime, you'll find you get what you need. And finally, we pray for them as they turn the page to the next chapter in their life, that they may use these incredible gifts given to them for the betterment of others. And in keeping with the mantra of a true Jesuit education, be men and women for others. To our graduates, in the words of Ignatius Loyola, who you better know who Ignatius Loyola is, it is time for you to go forth and set the world on fire. Amen.
Cheers. Ladies, you may be seated. And next, for our commencement address, we have everyone's favorite nurse practitioner, Joel Mammon, who works at Oishei Children's Hospital in the Surgery and Trauma Unit. He will come up to give us the commencement address.
Hello, class of 2020 and 2021, graduates of Canisius College. I am honored to be with you today during these unprecedented times. I commend you that your efforts have brought you to this day. And congratulations to the parents, families, and friends that supported you every step of the way. I'm standing up here today because this is no ordinary graduation ceremony. Thank you, Lloyd, for letting us gather here in your beautiful garden to celebrate with our closest vaccinated family and friends. I wrote this speech last night because I work best under pressure. But in all honesty, I have been thinking about what I was going to talk about for the past couple of weeks. I think I listened to every commencement speech since 2000 and Googled every term that's related. I drive to work thinking, what can I say that will inspire these new graduates? Reflecting on 2020, trying to imagine what the year would have looked like without a global pandemic, I came to realize that the world changed overnight. Many of the graduates moved back home. Make sure to thank your parents afterwards. Every news outlet, social media platform, and conversation revolved around COVID-19. So I want to tell you that my inspiration came from a virus, something so small that we can't even see it. It changed the world. It in some way affected almost 8 billion people. COVID-19 has had many predecessors, viruses that were either too weak to reach other people or too strong that it couldn't spread fast enough. Many of them only a handful of virologists even know about, and many more that will probably never be discovered. So why does this matter? Well, a virus has so many similarities to our thoughts and ideas. A study found that we have about 6,200 thoughts every single day. Okay, so not every thought we have matters, or even makes sense. For example, and I quote, "I like it because when I move my toe around, it looks like a disco ball." Or, "We had to use our Italian to speak to some guys from Spain." So, similar to the virus, many thoughts or ideas will never be discovered by anyone other than ourselves. Some may become inside jokes that only a few special individuals will experience. But nevertheless, we have countless thoughts throughout our lives. I want to share a few important ideas and thoughts from my own personal experience. Back in 1988, my parents had just moved back to Buffalo from California to raise my sisters and had a brilliant idea. Let's have another child. This idea of creating life. Well, an idea is only an idea until it's put into action. So on the weekend of the 4th of July, there were fireworks. Oh, were there fireworks? If you know what I mean. Fast forward 9 months later, and they were blessed with a beautiful baby boy. Okay, so the first one wasn't my idea, but I wouldn't be standing here today otherwise. When I was a little boy, I remember sitting at the kitchen table, being forced to eat broccoli, and all of a sudden, there would be a loud screech coming from a radio. Within seconds, my dad would be running out the door, sirens blaring in all directions. I thought this was so cool. My dad, the firefighter, real-life hero. The thought of my dad helping others inspired me to follow in his footsteps. And on my 16th birthday, I signed up to be a junior firefighter. It's hard to say over the last 15 years how that one thought has changed my life and the lives of the people in my community. And lastly, when I decided to go to college, in high school, I was good at math and was told that engineering was going to be the top career when I graduated. So I went to the University of Buffalo for engineering. On Wednesday, August 27th, 1 year and 3 days into my education, I was walking to my next class with a friend, and we sat down on a bench. While I was sitting there, I thought, I don't want to be an engineer. Knowing my parents were heading out of town to camp for Labor Day weekend, I called them to break the news. I dropped out of college, but quickly reassured them that it was on the last day that they would get a full refund, and that I was going to attend classes at a local community college. I completed my associate's degree, went on to complete my nursing degree, and completed my master's degree as a family nurse practitioner. The idea of leaving a career in engineering behind led me on a journey that was affected by so many lives. These are just 3 examples of ideas and thoughts in my life that shaped me to be who I am today. Along the way, these have affected a countless number of people. Just like a virus, if these ideas or thoughts didn't have action, it wouldn't spread. No one would know about them, and the world would never change. As you move forward into the next chapter of your life, think. Make a conscious effort to turn one of your thoughts or ideas into a positive action. We each could make the world a better place. It's impossible to tell which thought or idea will turn into an action and go viral. It only takes one idea, one thought, to change the world as we know it. Spread ideas, not germs. Congratulations and God bless, class of 2020 and 2021.
Thank you, Joel, for your inspiring words and reminding us of some great quotes from our current graduates. I'm truly inspired and will go forth and set the world on fire after hearing that. Next, I would like to call our host for the evening and everyone's favorite Father Riddell, Lloyd Tucker, who has an MBA. He works at Moog as a vice president of global supply chain, and he will. Sorry, he is an MI6 CIA international man of mystery. Anything else? Anyone else want? No. Okay. Anyways, here's Lloyd to help present degrees to our candidates.
Okay, I guess the secret's out. So first of all, thank you, Joel. I guess now the 4th of July has got a whole different meaning for me, so thanks for sharing that. First of all, I want to say a welcome to everybody today. It's a real honor to be able to invite these wonderful young ladies and their families here today. And if you think back to when they first started out at college, and I don't think any of them knew each other at that point in time, and nobody could have anticipated we'd be here today like this. So it's, as I said, it's an amazing honor for me to be able to share this moment. So thank you for sharing it with us all. So now I've got the honor of calling out the education qualifications. And I'm going to start off by saying this is a Bachelor of Science in Biology and also receiving an all-college honors, and that is Ashley Chapman. Okay, next we have a Bachelor of Science, Animal Science, Ecology and Conservation, and Psychology, and also receiving an all-college honors, and is Danielle Galbraith. Okay, next up, we have another Bachelor of Science in Psychology and Criminal Justice, Caitlin Jędrzejczyk. Okay, and now we move to another Bachelor of Science in Biology and also receiving a college honors, Ashlyn Cornett. Okay, now we have a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and also a minor in Clinical Counseling Psychology and Child Adolescent and Adult Populations. And this is Deanna Milhetsky. Did I get that right?
That's close.
Close?
Yeah, you got there.
All right. So now we have another Bachelor of Science in Biology and also receiving a college honors, and that's Alison Ream.
Love you, Allie.
Thank you, babe.
Okay, so now we have a Bachelor of Science in Marketing and Entrepreneurship, also receiving a college honors, and also a Master in Business Administration, and that is Adele Tucker. Okay, and that concludes today's acknowledgements. So I want to say thank you to everybody and a big congratulations. Thank you.
One more drink, ladies, please. Will all graduates please stand up? And will everyone please move their tassel from the right to the left to signify the conference of their degrees. Congratulations, ladies. All right, you can sit back down again. I guess I didn't have everything under control. All right. And next, we're going to have some closing remarks. Yes. Yes. Under duress, we're going to have some closing remarks from Allie's father, Harold Ream, who's a CPA at Argus Accounting and Tax Services. 20% discount for family and friends.
So, closing remarks. Speech? Oh, wait a second. What is this? Let's see what we got in here. Allison told me at 9 a.m. this morning, hey, you're going to do this thing. So I focused really hard and I pulled together about 100 pages for us to go over closing remarks here. But seriously. Just a shorter version right here. Okay. All right. So what can we say about these remarkable young women, my fellow Griffins? Today is a great day to celebrate your accomplishments in school, but it is also an opportunity to recognize the special friendships and bonds each of you have fostered over the past 4 to 5 years. In no particular order, and I apologize for butchering your last name, let's hear it again for Deanna Michalski from Marilla, New York. Ashlyn Kornitz from Erie, PA. Danielle Galbraith from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And there are a couple people who aren't here today who are part of the group. Lexi Haley from Central Square, New York. Rhiannon Zink from Olean, New York. Then we have Caitlin Jendraziak from Lockport, New York. Adele Tucker from Elma, New York. And Cheltenham, England. And Ashley Chapman from Western New York. West Seneca, New York. Oh yeah, and Allison Ream from Lancaster, New York. I almost forgot about her. One of the neat things about these group of girls, aside from Deanna and Adele, was that none of them knew each other going into college, and somehow, inexplicably, you formed a friend group, a family, or in today's world, a girl squad. To me, the friendship you have is like something out of a movie, like the traveling sisterhood of the sisterhood of the traveling pants. As a parent, it has been a pleasure to watch your friendships grow, whether it's been a chorus recital, a fall apple picking, Christmas cookie parties, trips to Toronto, visiting each other's homes, and going abroad. Even Amy and I were able to join them in on the fun at Oktoberfest in Munich. It's a great time. In the olden days, we used to have a singular moment in time to remember all these things. It was called a yearbook. And this is the Canisius version of it, as you were. Finding my spot. And in this yearbook, this particular yearbook of mine, it has the greeting from the original 1922 yearbook. And in particular, it says about a yearbook is a volume which is kept by the students as a bright memory of their college days, so that in future years, they may look through its pages and see themselves as they were in the days of philosophy and trig. Hence the name As You Were in Your College Days. The phonetic spelling is employed to give a touch of originality and variety. Hence, As You Were. Now, nowadays, the beauty of today is that you have Facebook and Instagram, which that you can easily look back to as you were to see how your friendships blossomed. In closing, I ask that you heed a simple piece of advice that has guided me through the years. By the way, this is something I learned at Canisius. The advice is broken down into 10 words, each with 2 syllables. Are you ready? Okay, here it goes. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. And really, what that means is that you really need to go out there and build your own success in this world. No one is going to hand it to you. Build your own success in your career, in your relationships with your spouse and family, and finally, build your own success in maintaining these great friends among you today. So instead of saying, as you were, you can say, as we are. Please join me in congratulating the graduating class of 2020-2021 of the Canisius College Golden Griffins. Congratulations.
I'm glad he remembered the short version. All right, and as already ruined, there is a special surprise. Hold on, folks. There's more happening. So can I please call to the stage Ellie and Haley to present some awards?
Hi everyone, my name's Ellie and this is Haley. We have a fun little surprise. We'll be doing a little joke award ceremony. All right, so first up, we have the most likely to break a wine glass and be carried out of a nightclub. This will go to Allison Room.
The next one we have most likely to be found on a beach eating blueberry Timbits. Ashley Chapman.
All right, next up, we have most likely to confuse a bartender with a crazy drink order. Ashlyn Cornetz.
How do you pronounce your last name? We have most likely to show up to a bar in a Polish dress. Deanna Michalski. I don't know how to pronounce it.
What? We didn't know how to pronounce that. All right, next up, we have most likely to get a real job after college. Danielle Galbraith.
Next up, we have most likely to be on America's Funniest Home Videos. Adele Tucker.
All right. We also have most likely to say things that don't make any sense. For example,
You definitely can't outdrink you. Are you a big Prince Henry fan, Lloyd? The baby looks fresh. Were they adopted or were they birthed?
there's a whole list, but
That kid looks like a chicken nugget. How many kids do you want, Caitlin? Well, I'm not really into girls, but I think I'd have one.
Jesus, this is a long list. I'm sorry, everybody.
Lloyd, you're an international man of mystery. Okay, that's good. There's so many.
It was me. You have an extra long list. Thank you. Oh, and I get to keep them all. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for attending. Can we have one more round of applause for our graduates? There is snacks in the house, but first. Go ahead.
We gotta put our bathing suits on.
Not in Lloyd's